Good morning, everyone. It is the next day and I am currently on a little walk of Brighton. I'm up early today, and the reason for that, you may be like, whoa, Adam is up early. The reason for that is because I haven't gone to bed yet. So it is currently like a week to go until Japan. And so last night I started planning everything, and then I didn't realize how long planning things was gonna take. And then fast forward to, it is genuinely about like 7 a.m. and I had to be awake early today anyways because I have a call at 11. So I need to be awake for that. And I don't know about you, but if I go to bed and know that I have to do something the next day, it'll really affect how I go to bed. Now, what I mean by that is, like, genuinely, I was tossing and turning in bed no matter how tired I was, because I knew that I had so much to do today, and I knew that I had all of these calls to do, which basically meant that I, in a way, I guess, self-sabotaged and stayed up because I was scared that I was going to sleep through my alarm. And so many people will say things like, oh, you only think that you'll sleep through your alarms, you only think whatever. No, like, you guys have no idea. I absolutely do sleep through my alarms, and it has happened so many times. It's happened on travel days. It has happened whenever I've had important calls. And so I just can't allow myself to be doing that anymore. So we're up early. We're gonna pull an all-nighter. I haven't done an all-nighter in a while, so that's fun, I guess. And so I have an hour before my call, which means that we may as well go and get coffee first. We may as well go and get a bun first somewhere. And good thing that we're going around our different cafes and trying the same order in different ones to see which one will give us the best order, because we have about an hour to spare. So let's head into the lanes and let's kind of go and pick a cafe. Okay, so let's head and try find our iced Americano. Again, I never really see the early streets that much these days, so this is new for me, but hey. I'm always fascinated by who's awake this early. And by the way, this early is, I'm genuinely talking about like 10 a.m. Okay, something really crazy was I was actively looking for a place to go get coffee today, because I feel like I go to the same places over and over and over again, even though I like complain about the coffee not being good, etc., etc. And I was walking, and I just happened to walk past this place called Loam, which has actually been on my list for a long time. I was supposed to go there with a friend recently. That's the one that person's coming out of right now. Apparently it's a really nice cafe. Apparently they do really nice stuff. And this is perfect because we're right beside it, so let's go get something. Okay, here is the update on Loam. So we have our iced Americano and we have a little almond croissant. It was so cute in there. It is so small, intimate, like it's all very woody. Like all the chairs are all wooden chairs. It's very rustic feeling. It's very small, like one worker. She said that they normally don't make iced drinks, which means that they didn't have any lids for this, which I mean is absolutely fine. However, pretty much the same order with this as what we did a couple days ago at Pelicano. So cheers, this is my first time trying this cafe. Maybe it'll be my new go-to. Ooh, that is good. It could use with some sweetener. But you can tell that the coffee beans are good. Ooh, I would actually give that coffee maybe an 8 out of 10. It's kind of like burnt toast, but in like the best kind of way. That coffee's really good. It would be really good with the sweetener. Okay, and then let's try this almond croissant. It looks so fucking good. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That tastes so good. Wash down with this Loam, you might be my new favorite. There's surprisingly few people out. No one's out. No one like being up before 11 a.m. these days? I know I don't. We do have a week left until Japan, though. And I know that I want to be more of a morning person in Japan because, duh. So maybe this all-nighter is me easing my way into that. I actually got Woody from right up there. These are his homegrown Ritz. He's a city boy. Wow, I'm gonna need to let my friends know that this place is awesome. I don't know if anyone gets like this, but today is just one of those days where I'm like weirdly nostalgic. Like I am currently walking in town, obviously. I just got my delicious coffee. But for some reason, all I can think about is my routine in New York. Like I'm actively doing my routine in Brighton, and I have no idea why I can only think about what I would be doing in New York at this time. Like, my routine was pretty similar to what I do now, because I like to kind of implement things that I do in like trip settings or whatever into like my life back here in Brighton. Because I saw this thing where it was like, if you like staying in a hotel, you know, try to decorate your house like a hotel. But still, I don't think that works. I think it's the full idea of a hotel, you know what I mean? You can't lie to me. But with New York, I'm just thinking about how I really know Brighton like the back of my hand now. And that is something that I'm very grateful for. And it's also something that kind of feels like a hindrance at times. I love exploring new places. By the way, this fountain over here is normally really beautiful in summer. They normally have it all flowing and light displays and stuff. But I'm walking Brighton today and I'm like, damn, I really know this place. Like, I've been here so many years and I'm like, damn, there really ain't much more for me to explore here. Not that I want to leave Brighton or anything like that, but I'm like, I think today, getting my coffee, walking around, being up pretty early, staying up all night, has really made me think of New York. And also, when I was planning my Japan trip last night, I was doing a lot of collecting up my different airline points and stuff. So I was going through all my different times that I've traveled in New York recently, which has been over 6-7 months at this stage, which may not sound like a lot, but I would normally go to New York probably once a month, and I haven't been to America in the slightest now in about 7 months. I haven't seen, you know, any of my friends out there in about 7 months. Like, I really did just pack up shop after tour and didn't go back for various reasons, obviously. So many factors involved. But I am thinking about, in the morning, I would be constantly discovering new things, constantly discovering new areas, always running into new people. And I think a big thing that has kind of stemmed from this is I have ran into so many people that I know already, like, just like walking town. Like, I have ran into people that I like. I've run into people I don't like. It's so funny because in the cafe there was someone that I know, which is so crazy because, first of all, it's so early. What are you doing here? And number two, it's a quiet cafe. And so the fact that, like, there's someone that I know in there is absolutely crazy. And it's just, I mean, I've been walking around the last couple days as well, and I have, like, really been recognizing and remembering, like, a lot of people. And I don't know, I think, like, I haven't really gone out much recently as well. And I know that, like, Neve and Lexi and stuff have been out the last couple days, but I haven't gone out because I keep running into the same people. And that's fine. I love it. There's no problem with that. It's comfortable. It's great. But I'm kind of itching a little bit. I always, I'm, like, discovering new places and stuff. And again, thank God we have Japan to kind of be doing a little bit of that. But I'm going to be honest. I really miss New York today. I miss the spontaneous way of living. I miss running into fucking strangers every day. I miss constantly discovering new neighborhoods. I really miss it today. It's so funny because I go in waves. I mean, a couple days ago I was talking about how, like, New York was not what I expected whenever I moved there, etc., etc., etc. But then I have today being like, oh, I wish I was there. I remember specifically, I'm probably gonna need to head back soon as well because the meeting is starting at 11 and it is currently 20 minutes until 11. I remember as well, there was this morning, I can't remember why I was doing this, but I think I'd pulled an all-nighter. I pulled all-nighters often in New York, which is, like, so unhealthy, obviously. And I pulled this all-nighter and I was like, I'm gonna go to the first cafe that's near me that's open. And it was probably like a 15-20 minute walk. So I walked there, genuinely at about 5 a.m., 6 a.m., and the sun starts rising, and I go down to like the World Trade Center. Wait, is that what it's called? World Trade Center? Trade mentioned. I go to the World Trade Center, and it was down by that area. I wasn't just going to see the World Trade Center, but I went down to that like financial district, and I went down by the water, and I walked the entire way from the financial district all up towards like Midtown. First of all, way past my apartment, had to subway back to my apartment. I walked and I walked and I walked, and I remember I took so many photos of the sunrise. I just kept walking. I kept just taking it all in. And I don't know why, because I don't even think it was nearing my end of my time in New York. But I remember writing into my family WhatsApp. I remember sending a photo of the sunrise and being like, I can't believe I'm so lucky that I have gotten to experience living in New York. It was my entire dream. I've got to live it. This is me in the moment right now. I can't believe I'm living this. And I remember being so present on that day. I remember it was like a big moment where I genuinely was like, damn, you know, I've done the thing I really wanted to do. I live in New York. This is so exciting. And I remember that day taking it all in and being like, there's going to be a day very soon where I'm probably going to be in Brighton and I'm not going to live in New York anymore, and I'm going to be thinking of this moment. And you know what? I do think of that moment a lot. I really, really, really do. It is what it is. We live in Brighton. It's great. You know, we know all the tricks of the trade now. We know all the areas. That's great. We have our friends here. That's great as well. It's just, you know, we're constantly, I don't know. I love to compare things a lot. Like, I love to compare things, and I love to kind of look at my life. And I look at New York as such a monumental moment and, you know, time and thing for me that I kind of look at where I'm at now and I'm like, is it a step back that, like, you know, ultimately you ended up where you started, I guess. So, I mean, I do think of that. I also, like, wonder what people who are walking past think of the conversations that we have, you know what I mean? Because we just yap about the most bullshit ever. But I do. I sit here and I just kind of, I think, you know, I know Brighton. I've lived here long enough. And it's been great. I want to live here for longer. But I feel like I've ticked so many boxes. And I feel like I've done so many things. And I feel like I've met so many people and reached so many milestones here that I think of my time in New York, and I just know that there was so much to experience, so much more I could have done, and unfortunately the time was not great that I moved. Circumstances were not great. It is what it is. It is what it is. But there are some mornings, honestly, where, you know, in living alone, where I walk the streets, and I just kind of have this, like, feeling of, it's like a good and a negative. The good is, I'm like, I know this place. This place wasn't home to me a couple of years, but now I know it like the back of my hand. I know Brighton more than I know Derry. And that is a fact. Like, I know my way around Brighton more than I know my way around Derry. That is a fact. And I know so many more people here than I do back in Derry. And that is really exciting. The bad part, I guess, is that Brighton is still small. And I've been here many years, that it does sometimes feel to me how I, like, in the moment, I guess, looked at Derry, which was, you know, being too small, you knew everyone, there's nothing new that you can get to experience, etc., etc., etc. But it is what it is, and I'm grateful for another day, and this coffee is good as hell, and I'm gonna need to make my way back to my apartment, because, again, I don't want to be late to this call. I'm not going to pull an all-nighter and then still be late to the call. You know what I mean? That would be ridiculous. Okay, I have about 20 minutes before I need to be at my hair appointment. So I thought, what better way than to go and maybe sneak in a last-minute coffee and a last-minute pastry before we sit down, because we're in there normally for like an hour. Normally, whenever I would get my hair dyed blonde, I would be in there for 3-4 hours. It used to be a long process, but now obviously it is significantly less. So I was considering going to, I think it's called Triple Point Cafe. I've been there once for a pastry, and genuinely it was like the nicest pastry ever. I went there after me and my friends had just gotten back from Paris, and obviously we had had really, really, really good pastries there. So we wanted to like try something very, very, very similar. So we are going to be getting that and trying that. So we're going to go to Triple Point Cafe. And yeah, I'm also enjoying this, ordering the same thing at different cafes and seeing which one is best. So far, we have the ranking that Pelicano is at the bottom, and then at the top would be Loam. But then again, we've only gone to 2 places. So let's try Triple Point. It's this one right here, Triple Point with a green outdoor. It's really cute. Okay, so I have just went to the new cafe, which is Triple Point, and I got an iced Americano. Look how tiny the little cup is. And I also got a cookie as well, which is right here. I mean, this is so cute compared to practically any other cafe that I've ever been to in Brighton has not had these like little small cups, and I have to say that they are really, really, really cute. Okay, so trying the iced Americano. Ooh, that is like a very full-bodied coffee. I would say it's kind of like in between of the 2 that I've tried so far, and then the cookie. Oh, that is good. I will say this cookie tastes very like homemade. You can taste the sugar in it, and this coffee is like a little bit bitter, but exactly what you want to get like a flavored coffee. I would say this is probably number 2. This is really, really, really good. I do think I prefer the coffee in the other place, but I think this cute little cup really takes the lead. Okay, we've got to go to the hair appointment. We're gonna be late. Okay, so I just went on a little bit of a long walk, and I'm now walking back to my apartment so that I can go and pick up the dogs so we can go on our little walk. It was great. I ended up walking into town, and I had to get my friend Em her birthday present from like weeks ago. So I had to go into the shop, and I basically bought this big champagne for her because we went to Paris and she hated champagne, she hated sparkling wine, and I told her, if you go to Paris with me, you will come back from Paris loving, I don't even mean liking, I mean loving champagne. Because whenever Cynthia, the wine woman, taught me about champagne and how to really enjoy it, she taught me that the really important thing about champagne is the environment in which you drink it. And if you kind of get that connotation, then you start thinking of champagne differently, and you associate it with like those good celebratory moments. Like, you're not just sitting in your apartment drinking champagne, you know, you're drinking it when you're going to like the Moulin Rouge show or all of the rest. And so she ended up, like I predicted, really enjoying champagne. And now when we go on nights out, she'll order like a glass of Prosecco and stuff. And so what I do is I always, like, whenever it's like a big significant occasion now, I'll treat her to a bottle of champagne. And so I wrote in a birthday message, you know, happy belated birthday. I wish we could have those memories in Paris again, but recreate it yourself with this bottle of champagne. Also, this huge park, I think it's called, it's Welcome to the Level. Now, what's so funny is, in all of my time living in Brighton, I've actively avoided the Level. And the reason for me actively avoiding it is because when I was first moving here, I was looking up on Reddit, like, things to do, places to avoid, things to see, all of the rest. And the main thing that was advised to me on Reddit, on these overall posts, was avoid the Level. Like, everyone online was saying, do not go to the Level, it's dangerous, it's whatever. Now, I really haven't had any experiences myself there, because obviously I don't really go to the Level. But I remember being like 18 years old and looking at Reddit, and it was like, do not go to the Level unless you want to buy drugs, or unless you want to be in a drug raid, or all these different things. Like, it was so crazy. All of the posts online were basically saying that the Level is a place you go if you want to get drugs. And so I was always really scared of ever going to the Level. So the only times I'll ever walk past the Level now will be whenever I'm like making my way from town or any of the rest, because I'm so scared of it now. Because apparently after a certain time, it's when a lot of trade deals happen. Someone mentioned trade mentioned, hey, if they're trading off trade, maybe I'll go. Oh, I meant to say as well, do you like my haircut? I did just get my haircut. It's been a really successful day, and I'm actually really shocked at the fact that I'm not tired at all. I really feel like I should be tired right now, but I'm not in the slightest, which again is crazy to me. because I did pull an all-nighter. Now, I did it a little bit differently. I remember lying down for bed at like 7 a.m. or something like that. And then I remember like waking up at like, genuinely like waking up at like 8:30, so maybe like an hour and a half later. And I could hear my kitchen sink going with Woody turned it on. Like, I'm so in tune now that I wake up at the slightest little sound of water. And then I had the call at 11, so I was like, I may as well not go to bed, and I'll see how much I can get done. And again, I haven't been on a very like early morning schedule in a while now, so it has been good to kind of see the day. And again, we're in those winter months where like I try to appreciate seeing, you know, some of the morningness, if you will. But it's been a really great day, and again, considering that Brighton has been really, really, really pissy weather recently, it hasn't been that bad. It's been on and off. My hairdresser and I were just keying today. I love it. Whenever I get my nails and hair done, I kind of always pick up on the vibe. Like, if my hairdresser's in a good mood, if my nail girl's in a good mood, sometimes I just don't want to talk, but today I had my coffees in me and I was pumped and ready to go. And it was a great day. We had a lot of conversation flowing. I don't know if either of us have noticed, but the last 3 times I've gotten my like hair done, we've talked about the same thing. And I think that both of us just so casually slip into talking about the same topic every single time. So I'm going to need to spice that up soon. But then I have my nail appointment tomorrow. I don't know what to go for. One of my nails has popped off, which has never happened to me before, but these babies need to go. My hair girl told me she gets her nails done, biab gels, every 3 weeks. I get mine done once a month because I'm scared of damaging my nails, but maybe I need to go often. The thing is, I'm like, do I go for like a French tip, which I've never done before? Is that too girly? Or do I just do like some sort of fun gel? Because I also don't want to be too much, considering that I'm going to Japan. I want to like lay it a little bit low and kind of blend in a little bit. So if anyone has any advice on what I should get, let me know. So anyways, it has been a gorgeous day, and it's crazy because I've done all of these things and I haven't even made my morning coffee. I haven't even taken my turmeric juice. I haven't even taken my ginger juice. I haven't even taken my beetroot juice. Hello, I haven't drank a single drop of water, but I'm on my second coffee. What the hell is going on? Now, before it gets fully dark outside, I do want to head back and get the girls and go for a little walk. It's supposed to rain again in like an hour. So if I could get a little bit of chilling at the park, I might actually take them up to the level. They want to buy some drugs. No, because it's quite dead right now, so I might do that. Oh my god, I have so much to talk to you about. First things first, I've been recording on this camera all day, and I realized that I've been recording on settings, which means that it records in slow motion, and I just watched the footage back, and it looks like I'm filming like an old-time movie, like a flipagram. But anyways, I have so much to catch you up on. Woody is joining me here. He had a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dinner today. He now has a fountain, water. He loves it. He loves it so much. He's been going crazy on it all day. I have never seen a cat drink as much water as he has now with this. I always knew that he loved water ever since come on, let's have some class. Ever since he decided to like get really obsessed with my kitchen sink. And now he has his own portable kitchen sink, which he's absolutely obsessed with. I will say that he did still turn on my kitchen sink this morning, and that was inconvenience to me. But genuinely, here is proof that he is obsessed with it. He just keeps on like taking like huge bites out of it or hitting the water. He keeps also flicking it at me, but he also keeps just like taking huge gulps of it and like feeding himself water, which is so great because again, cats need hydration, they need water, and specifically with male cats, they can have a lot of issues whenever it comes to urinary problems. My old cat, Tyler, had that. And so it's great that he's so water obsessed. I knew it, and you guys killed it. Like you said about the food bowl, we got him the whisker fatigue food bowl. You said about the water fountain, he absolutely loved it. Thank you guys so much. So what you didn't see is me and Dolly went out for a little bit. It said when we went out that it was going to start raining light in 46 minutes, and it started raining hard in about 24. So we came back after that. And also I was basically just around town. I had a great day. I came back. I've made myself some lemon tea. I did my juices. I think pretty much you're up to speed, but I do want to talk to you about something. I think my teas should be pretty much ready to drink now. And that is, again, that last night I spent a lot of time up planning my Japan trip, and I need your advice. So first of all, I'm in that like kind of countdown to whenever you go on like holiday. Like I got my hair done today. I'm going to get my nails done tomorrow. As you can see, they're like falling off by the bit. This video is going to go up tonight, so it's going to go up before my appointment tomorrow. This is very lame, but I'm being so serious. What do you think I should get done for Japan? Do you think I should do some sort of style? Do you think I should go simple? Do you think I should go fun? Either way, I'm just happy to get them done tomorrow. Also, cheers, congratulations on yet another nomination of being Chinese. Again, that sounds incredibly problematic when I say it, but if you're on TikTok, you understand that if you get recommended this algorithm, it's a bunch of Chinese people saying, if you see this, congratulations, we are now nominating you to be Chinese. That means that you have to drink hot lemon water. That practically is it. Cheers. I've sliced an entire lemon in here, and it smells good as hell. I am going to heat up some more water and put it in it because it's been sitting for a bit because I find out my camera issues in the middle of that. Okay, so last night whenever I was doing my Japan planning, I ended up watching so many TikToks of things that people were recommending in Japan, obviously. And one of the main ones was people recommending this tattoo artist in Osaka. Now, it's 2 weeks' time that I'm going to be in Osaka. We're in Tokyo next week. And we're in Osaka the week after that. And this guy does these really great tattoos, and I was just seeing a lot of people like raving about him. And I followed his Instagram purely out of wanting to just save it somewhere. And I'm so glad I did because I didn't go to bed last night. But after I got all my calls done and stuff, and I went back kind of on my social media and phone, I ended up seeing that this guy followed me back on social media, and I was like, damn, cool. So I ended up messaging him and just seeing, I was like, hey, I'm going to be out there in 2 weeks' time. Do you have any availability? Like, I would love to do something. And he ended up immediately responding, and he was so easy and so simple. He gave me back a bunch of, this is just like, I hate whenever cups do this so much. Yes, I should have a coaster, but I don't give a fuck. He ended up responding to me and giving me a bunch of dates and a bunch of times, like super flexible, super easy to work with. Now, I don't know if he speaks English. Again, I don't speak Japanese. I'm hoping that he speaks a little bit more English than I speak Japanese, just because I think a tattoo appointment where neither of us like understand each other fully will be a little bit worrisome for me, because I like kind of being in control when I'm getting a tattoo as well. But then I got to thinking, I was like, what kind of tattoo would I want to get? Because I haven't had a tattoo in a long time, and truly, I only ever planned on getting my arms tattooed, and I didn't think of the possibility of like one day whenever I have my arms completely covered. So as you can see, pretty much my arms are covered. I have ones that go up here. I have this one that goes up here. And the reason that I started getting tattooed in my arms was because truly it was the only place that I cared about getting tattoos, because it's where people see immediately. And to me, it was kind of like, why would I get a tattoo if no one can see it? Truly, this has been my thinking for a long time. And it still kind of is, because the reason that I haven't gotten a tattoo anywhere else is because I've simply ran out of room in my arms, and I'm like, well, I don't want to get a tattoo anywhere else because no one's going to see it. Even though I do want a tramp stamp, I've always wanted a tramp stamp on my back. I just think they're so chic. I really, my friend Em got one, and I'm just like, oh, like that is just everything to me. So I, first of all, need your advice on where I would get this tattoo. So I was thinking, and then I was thinking some more. When it comes to getting a tattoo in a location, specifically when you're on holiday or there's some significance, a lot of people will get something like, if you're in France, they'll get the Eiffel Tower. If they're in Italy, they'll get blank. Or if they're in, blank, they'll get blank. Like, all these different things. Scenarios that I can't think of right now because I'm on an all-nighter. And then I was like, what would I get with Tokyo? And then one thing popped into my mind, and it hasn't left. Which is so crazy because, again, normally with my tattoos, they kind of need to sit for a moment, but this was like, oh, this makes perfect sense, and I want your opinion of it. So let me give you a little story. So I was in Japan in 2024 with my friend Aoife, who lived out in Japan and was studying at the time. So I went out and met up with her, and then I had booked us a bunch of hotels in different cities, and then we traveled and stayed in the same hotel room. I flew my brother and his girlfriend at the time out, and we all kind of went as a huge group, and it was a messy trip. It was messy for many reasons, and I think one of the main reasons that kind of fell on my back of it being messy was that it was an unplanned trip, and I kind of was so consumed by the fact that I was going to see Aoife, who I hadn't seen in so long, and kind of wanted to be a local like her, that whenever I got out there, Aoife didn't want to do her local routine because she's been doing it every day, and I hadn't planned any touristy things, and we kind of just like wasted the entire trip. We had a lot of fun together, but it just kind of, it could have been something completely different. So our sightseeing was kind of just like going around different bars, if I'm being completely honest. And so that trip just kind of was, iffy. My brother and his girlfriend at the time were off doing their own thing. We didn't see them at all. And just kind of me and Aoife were just kind of, we didn't know what we were doing. I think both of us were also going through a little bit of stress in our own personal lives as well. And it just kind of like, there was a lot consuming us. In 2025, the trip was very different. Aoife was no longer living in Japan. And quite frankly, my brother was no longer dating this girl. So I said to my brother, let's do the trip again. It's just me and you. We can spend more time together. Whatever. We can reconnect from what we did the year before. Me and my brother go out last year, and it was a great trip. It was a great, great, great trip. One of my top trips of all time. They've never seen a trip so amazing. Me and my brother did things together, but then we would spend the majority of the day separate. We would do one activity maybe a day, and if we didn't see each other that day, we would just like text. And then we would do everything on our own, and it was great. And we respected each other's boundaries, and we would travel together to the different cities and then do our own things and catch up at night. It was great. My brother, very much so as well, wakes up at the ass crack of dawn and has done a bajillion things and more by the time it's 1 p.m. Me, I prefer waking up at 1 p.m. So we live on a different schedule. Like, he goes to bed by midnight. Midnight is when I'm pre-gaming to go to the club. Two very different vibes. So last Japan trip, I had a lot of time on my own. And when we got to Kyoto, I had kind of done all of the things that I immediately wanted to do. So I kind of spent this entire day just like frolicking, like literally frolicking in all of the fucking meaning. I went on a walk. I didn't have Apple Maps. I didn't have Google Maps. I didn't want them. I would walk. I started walking from our hotel. I turned right. I remember this, and I just kept walking. And then I would be walking, and I would go left. And I would just walk left. I would keep walking, see what I would discover, and then I'd be like, left. See what I discover, right. I went on such a long walk that I ended up genuinely being about 45 minutes away outside of the city of Kyoto, like where we were situated, and genuinely probably 2-hour walk from our hotel. I had walked so far and just was admiring the city. It was one of my favorite days. I listened to the Tortured Poets Department front to back, walking the streets, taking in the views. I have so many photos of me that day. I was going through it a little bit emotionally. Heaven knows what I was going through. I actually know exactly what I was going through, so we don't need to bring that up. But I was going through this, and I remember that I was feeling these emotions of the Tortured Poets Department, and I was like, truly, you're gonna laugh at me. I remember posting a photo of myself walking over the bridge, and I put, my boy only breaks his favorite toes. I remember that. And I remember thinking, wow, one day I'm going to look back on this being like, I can't believe I'm thinking about this right now, and I'm in Kyoto. And I do think of that now. I'm like, wow, I can't believe that's what I was focused on. But I was going through it. I was very, very, very fragile and very emotional. And I was a little bit lonely because obviously me and my brother were doing the trip quite separately. And I was just kind of going through things or whatever. And my brother was also going through things. And then we didn't want to trauma bond. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot, right? And I was strolling. And when I realized that I was so far away from my hotel, I was like, oh, shit, let me figure out. And I was so far that I was like, I'm going to have to get a taxi. Like, I don't fucking know my way around Kyoto. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go for food. I need to slow this down. I'm in no rush. So I go into this. It was like an udon place, and I got the most delicious curry udon. It was fabulous. Fabulous. 10 out of 10, no notes. And I also got a beautiful, like, matcha pudding with it. Oh, please, get out of here. This tea is tea as hell. This tea is tea as hell. Whatever. Why are you spilling it? Have I lost the ability to drink? When I walk out of this udon place, I was fully planning on getting in a taxi. So I start looking to hunt one down because the system is kind of like if they have if they have a red light in front of the car, they're not taking bookings, but if green, you can kind of alert them and you get in. And normally I just kind of show them a Google Maps thing and I'm like, yes, and then they're like, yay, because we don't understand each other. I try my best to do my pleasantries. They do their pleasantries back, but it's just so much more efficient and they appreciate it. Trust. So anyways, I saw this place right next to the udon place and it literally looked like a cafe under construction. It was just like a wooden building from the outside and looked like it just had like shelves filled with stuff, and like it was like this weird tapestry at the door, and I was like, oh my god, that's a shop. So I went in, I was like, whatever, this place looks cool as fuck. I go in and very quickly realized that the entire shop is like Lucky Cat themed. Now, I know you've probably seen the Lucky Cats everywhere. I mean, they sell them in shops in Brighton. They are fucking everywhere. Now, one thing that I really got into on my last Japan trip was I really got into the spiritual side of Japan and the different forests and the different fortune telling, the different shrines, the different temples, the different... I loved it. I like really, and it's been one of my main focuses for this trip as well. Like I've really been kind of getting, I like that kind of stuff, right? I really like that kind of stuff. I particularly have this deep like love and attachment to like kind of three things when it comes to Japan. Hello Kitty, the bear, the like really famous bear that's like in all iPhone cases. I think it begins with like R. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but like, hold on, I'll pull it up. And then these Lucky Cats. This Stiva I'm talking about, this was the first ever purchase I made whenever I first got money, whenever I was like 12 years old. I bought my mom that phone case. It was like a phone case that Ariana Grande had at that time, if you know, you know. And so I love these little Lucky Cats, and I really quickly realized that this shop was completely dedicated to these Lucky Cats, and I was like, damn, this is like a cool find. And I was in a local area, I was like, this is dope. Now, there was a little inconspicuous looking worker, like so shy, so timid, barely know he was there at the back of this room. And it wasn't that big of a room. And he was this like older Japanese man. And I'm looking at the stuff, and I've kind of like established at this stage that like, okay, I am going to buy something. So I'm kind of lingering in the shop, right? This man gets up to speak to me and has like a full sentence or two in Japanese. And I need to remember it again, but I pretty much remembered how to say, like, I'm so sorry, I don't speak Japanese, I speak English, I'm a tourist. And I know that they're probably like, ugh, hate you. But I just kind of like getting it out of the way and to kind of show a little bit of respect in speaking Japanese to kind of tell them, I'm sorry, I don't speak Japanese. And this guy was like, and he brought me over to this desk that he had this cash register at, so clearly where he works. And he starts picking these Lucky Cats, like hitting flow state from the wall, and he puts them all in front of me. And no joke, it's one of my favorite memories of all time. This man spoke barely any English. I speak barely any Japanese, but we find a way. I was probably in there for about 30, 40 minutes. We find a way to understand each other as to him telling me what each of the Lucky Cats stood for, represented. Now, this was sometimes in us both kind of saying buzzwords or, you know, kind of like reenacting things with like our hands. Or he had this little translator device, which was so high tech, where he was like speaking. I was like floored by it. And I was also using Google Translate on my phone, and we were going back and forth. There were no other customers in there, and he really took his time and like spoke to me, understood me, and like, this man doesn't know me and he doesn't know anything, but I was really down in the dumps that day, and I really enjoyed that social interaction, and I really enjoyed that interaction. Like I felt so like seen during that, which is so crazy because we didn't understand each other at all, but we did understand each other is what I'm saying. And ultimately, I ended up buying two of them. I bought by the way, that's Bonnie snorting. That sounds like I'm blowing up this chair, by the way. Like, Bonnie is down here, and she's, like, snorting up. She's, like, snorting up. When she sleeps, she be snorting up. She's there. There's proof that I'm not just, like, farting it up in this chair. She's trying to sabotage me, the evil little girl. I ended up getting this Lucky Cat that was something within like love and harmony, and then this other one which was, I can't remember what it was in truthfully, but I have them to this day, and I always cherish them. So this one is my favorite, and they've dust in them because they don't leave my desk. So this one here is like the love one, and I fucking cherish this more than anything else. So this is the one he was holding and describing to me. And then I also got this other one. I can't remember what this one was or if I even wanted it, but I did just kind of want to like buy another thing from him because I truly cherish that shop. Never will I remember where that shop is. Never will I ever encounter that man again. But that one time, I cherish him. And also what's so crazy is someone at my New York show ended up giving me this, which fits perfectly into the family. But I keep these on my filming desk, and I have since I started streaming in this new flat and I came back from that trip. They're always to the left, and I always look at them whenever I'm down, and I like to believe that they give me some sort of boost or some sort of good vibes, good energy. I think back to that interaction with him, and even if they don't, even if you don't believe in that, like, it's just something that reminds me of that trip. And even when I'm down or stressed with streaming, or things are getting overwhelming, or people are dogpiling or anything, I think to the fact that memory I wouldn't have ever got to experience if it wasn't for having a platform and people listening. And so I find a lot of gratitude in kind of having these around me. So I was like, of course I need to get a lucky cat tattooed. So that's what I'm going to do. But I don't know the placement of it. I'm like, do I get it in my arms, like somewhere? Like here's kind of what we're working with in terms of space. You know what I mean? Like, we're really kind of out. But then I'm like, if I put it here, I won't see it. I'm like, do I put it on my leg just for me, my ankle? What would you do? What would you do? What would you do if When You Okay said yes would go? I hope you enjoyed that lucky cat story and it didn't bore you to death. Also, I'm a little bit stressed. I keep forgetting that I have Lady Gaga on the 30th of January. And I ended up getting a notification I bought the tickets on StubHub because they were international tickets. And I got like this voice memo a couple days ago, and it was like, hey, this is blank. I have your StubHub order. Just to let you know, they released the tickets 5 days before the concert, and they're physical tickets. You need them. Please tell me where you're going to be in Japan so I can send them to you. So I gave him my hotel info for Tokyo, and then I reached out to the hotel and we're like, hey, this kind of stuff is going to be arriving. Like, if you could hold on to it, please. And they were like, yeah, we'll hold on to it. So fingers crossed that I get to go to Lady Gaga in Japan, because I have really spent a lot of money in hopes to go, and now I don't know if I'm going to get the tickets. What's so interesting is I've been checking my emails today, and I've been getting so many like discount codes and flight deals and whatever, and I was like, what the hell's going on? And then I looked into it, and today is Blue Monday. Now, I thought Blue Monday was just a song. Did you know that today, literally 19th of January, is Blue Monday? It's basically that the third Monday of January is basically known as the most depressing and sad day of the year. Now, I was like, what the hell is this? I was like, is this like a scientific thing? Is this whatever? Now, fun fact, in 2005, a UK travel company called Sky Travel wanted people to start booking winter getaways, so they hired a psychologist who created a scientific formula to prove that there's a most depressing day of the year, which is why, 11 years later, 12 years later, 11 years later, my emails are filled today with telling me it's the most depressing day of the year. How is this marketing? You're just upsetting me. Basically, on this day, brands jump in on treating yourself, and gyms are basically saying, don't quit your New Year's resolutions yet. And coffee shops are pushing deals, at least they are in the UK. I was seeing it all over Brighton today. Now, the travel company was apparently able to pull this off because in January, a lot of people have spent money over December and have a lot less disposable income. Christmas magic is kind of gone, and the weather is also fucking terrible. A lot of people, statistically, have probably broken New Year's resolutions that they've made that were probably unrealistic anyways, and they probably feel terrible about themselves. And it's just like an easy way to like, you feel terrible right now? It's because statistically, this is the worst day of the year. This is the most depressing day of the year. Congratulations, you've been nominated to feel terrible today. So spend a lot of money at our corporation. It's crazy. These places are corrupt. Now, when I did hear that today is the most depressing day of the year, I did have to stop myself and think, this is a pretty depressing day. Now, I just mean that in this January era as a whole, I'm pretty much over January. This weather, this fact that it's black outside and it is 7 p.m. is unbelievable. Unfucking believable. Oh, those summer nights. I'll even take a spring night. At this stage, give me a March night. I just want the sun to set past 6 p.m. Is that too much to ask for? Is it? I remember in summer when it gets too hot and I have 5 fans in my face and then I'm like, I just want winter. Now what? I wish it could just be perfect all year round. Why can't we have it like that? Truly, why can't we have it like that? It's an evil, evil, evil world we live in. Okay, yeah, please let me know where I should get these tattoos, by the way. And this tea was delicious. Another person tagged me today on their Instagram story where they made jam and eggs and hot sauce. And all I'm going to say is I am starting a movement. I'm starting a movement. Look at this person. They posted, and it is literally the exact meal. I love it. I love it. Your jam looks quite watery though. We gotta thicken that out. We gotta thicken that out. You need to go to Mucker cooking class. Come on, get that jam thicker. Okay, I decided to come for a little bit of a late night walk and actually show you oh, my lace is undone. Okay, my lace is currently undone and I am doing it, but I have came out for a little late night walk and I have decided to bring you along with me on that. So this is kind of a different experience, but hey, it's like you're here. Okay, so let me get my bearings. Okay, so over here is North Lane Brewhouse. This is a pretty fun bar. It is a pretty fun bar in fairness, but I'm gonna walk more so down here. I mean, it's a Monday and it's about to be 9 p.m. So I'm aware that there's probably not too many fun things going on. Hello, bus. But yeah, a couple of my friends work in North Lane Brewhouse actually, and we kind of go there often whenever it's like someone's birthday because they house a lot of seats and it's like really great for what's happening here. Advance warning, Church Street closed for 1 week. Damn, they be closing these roads. I'm not even kidding, like over summer it was crazy because it's Brighton Pride, which is normally like a really big time of year in Brighton, but they had like all of these roads closed and normally there's supposed to be so many bars down here and stuff, but they just weren't open at all because there was so much construction. I did read down by Brighton Pier that apparently there's like a new effort to like plant more trees in Brighton. And keep in mind, Brighton already has kind of a lot of trees, but they were wanting to plant more trees in Brighton, which meant that they had to like dig up the road and stuff, which meant that over Brighton Pride, there were so many points of the city that were closed. So I'm hoping that they sort that out for this year. Maybe that's why Mariah didn't go out in Brighton. I loved it. When Mariah did Brighton Pride, they asked her, did she do anything in Brighton? And she was like, oh, not really. I just passed through. I knew it. Also, this apartment block right here rocks. My mum stayed in there in an Airbnb when she came and stayed with me. And let me tell you something, those apartments are nice. Those apartments are so, so, so nice. Like, it was luxury AF. But anyways, there's so many buses running tonight. It's good to see. I guess it's Monday and people are coming from work as well. But anyways, I haven't been down by the beach in a while, so I've decided to kind of head down that way and see what's going on. Again, earlier I was talking about how Brighton has become so, I guess, small to me, like I know the area so much. And truthfully, I've walked this route so many times today. Like, I keep walking the same route. I'm like so comfortable with it now. And I guess I did the same thing when I was back. Ooh, green man. I did the same thing whenever I was back in Derry as well. Like, I get into a routine. By the way, the town is up there, but that's not where we're going right now. The further we walk down here is the further to the water. And then the further we get to the water means we're right by Brighton Pier. This is that bar that I was talking about, King and Queens, which is always really nicely decorated for winter time. But I am just seeing that they've taken down their Christmas lights. Also, this restaurant in here, Tutto, is bougie. We've tried to get a reservation in there, but they've just never had availability. Oh my God, King and Queen took down its Christmas lights. Damn, it's dead as hell in there. It is dead in there. I guess it's a Monday. I always love going through the town on like a random weekday. Oh my God, it's kind of busy upstairs. It's kind of busy upstairs. They have like pool and stuff upstairs. Me and my friends have done that a couple times, which was really fun, in fairness. Okay, upstairs seems to be busy. I think they do a quiz night on Monday, but it's like a student quiz night, and it gets very chaotic. It gets very, very, very chaotic. Me and my friends did it like once or twice, though, which I guess was fun, but I love going around time whenever it's like a weekday and seeing where's popping off and where's not. Clearly, town is looking very, very, very dead for 9 p.m. I really wanted someone to hang out with. I was like, is anyone gonna hang out with me? I messaged Neve. Neve is currently on a date. I messaged Lexi. Lexi's not feeling well. So I was like, right, we are going for a little walk. We're going for a little walk. I always hate whenever I can sense someone walking behind me, but I can. And I normally take this approach up here in the mornings to go and get my coffee. Up there has some good cafes. Here's the Royal Albion. Wow, there is no one on the streets. You would think it's much later than what it is, but it's literally 9 p.m. Where's everybody at? I am annoyed that I missed the ice skating this year. That is a fault of my own with time management, but they do ice skating, like they turn this into a full ice rink. They do it every single December, and like I was being so lazy with it. I mean, it was running into January as well. The problem is the type of people that I make those types of plans with are not the types of people that like we ever lock in plans. Like it's me and my friend Rachel. Like we see each other once every 6 months. And my favorite thing about it is we're so close that that's okay. But not only do we see each other once every 6 months, but we don't even plan it anymore, because anytime we've like planned something, it doesn't work out in our benefit at all. Like we've planned things for so long and we've kind of just not done it. Like on the day, like one of us will be like, I'm not feeling it or whatever, which is so annoying. We've both done it. I did it recently where I blew her off and she blew me off before it. And it means nothing at all. Like we still love each other. Like I love her so much, but we're just kind of those friends now. This looks so beautiful. We're just kind of those friends now that like we hang out when we hang out. She has an adult life and she's doing her thing and she's killing it. She has her own house now. She's a fiance. And that's that. Why do I have to tie my shoelaces twice within literally the same walk? This is a little bit crazy. I remember going to that ice rink with Rachel and our friend Imogen, who moved back home to the Isle of Wight. She now lives back in the Isle of Wight. And we all drank wine before it in Imogen and Rachel's apartment because they lived together. And I like lost all spatial awareness. And I ice skated right into like one of these branches, and my eye, like underneath my eye, was like bleeding and bruised. It was so embarrassing because it was so avoidable. I'm just thinking as well, I don't know why this is popping into my head. I've had some really good St. Paddy's Days recently within the last couple of years in Brighton as well, because I've been here for them. I've always been in like America in the lead up to Paddy's Day. And it's always interesting seeing how Americans celebrate Paddy's Day versus us. And I will say that, I mean, back home in Derry or Belfast or Dublin, you know, definitely celebrate Paddy's Day the best. But I will say, don't knock it until you try it with a Brighton one. They have been pretty good. Okay, this is going to end in disaster. Should I chance it? Am I going to get knocked over? I mean, the roads are so quiet. Look at the Albion right now. So beautiful. Really so beautiful. But yeah, anyway, it's really quiet. I was thinking there has been some really good Paddy's Days recently. I think my favorite one was 2023. It was like the most random group of people ever. Like really, really, really random group of people. And I think that that's what made it perfect. Like it was me who organized it, obviously. And it was like a group of people that like wouldn't normally hang out. And then the group kept multiplying, and it just kind of worked really well. And I'm like, damn, need to do that more often. You know, I meticulously think about whenever I'm coming out with a group, like, are people gonna get along? Are they not? But then sometimes magic happens. There's been a couple examples like that where like at a pregame or something, it's been like a bunch of people who like you wouldn't think would get along, and it's been like the best pre of all time. So, you know, keep your options open. Up here is St. James Street, which is where a lot of gay bars are and where we go during Pride. I've had many subways right here. I've actually had a seagull steal a subway from me right there, but I go there frequently. You know the worst thing about it? They don't keep their subways up past a certain time, which is like really strange. I've never dealt with that before. They're like the only subway that I've ever dealt with that just like refuse to use their like oven or their microwave. Like, I know you have it. Why can't you use it? I don't know. But honestly, there's no talking to them past a certain time, so don't even attempt it. Jesus Christ. And we're about to walk near Sacred Grind. We're about to walk past Revenge, the gay club. This is where you hear most of our stories. Now, again, there's so much construction, as you can see, and also a hotel burnt down over there. I think like last year or the year before. I was actually here for the fire. It was crazy. I feel like Madison Beer was supposed to be in the video. Here you see Revenge. Right here. Yeah, there's so many work things going on. It's insane. But yeah, as you can see, Revenge right there. I have to walk through a bunch of scaffolding. Actually, I'm going to go this way because otherwise I walk past Bar Revenge, which is the bar version of the club. And I feel like at this stage I know most of the security and most of the staff. And this way just means that I don't have to talk to anyone. And I'm okay to admit that sometimes I take a longer route to avoid people. Yeah, see these trees? What is this? The transformation of Valley Gardens continues, phase 3. So they want a bunch of trees in the ground right here, which has basically meant that access to and from the club has been like this for about a year. There's the smokers area above Harry Ramsden's for Revenge. Lots of beautiful memories there. Our bar is just down there, which is the bar version. But yeah, there was a hotel right here, the Royal Albion. Oh, it's right here. It was this big thing. This big block right here used to be the other half of the hotel, and it burned down. And I know the exact time it happened because I was at our bar over there, and our bar started filling. Oh my God, do I have to go over here? Oh my God, it's making me go over here. Oh, that's so evil. Oh fuck, I'm gonna have to walk past our bar. Oh, I really don't want to have to see people. I know. Oh, this just put me in a bad mood. Also, what is this stupid traffic light? Like, it doesn't even fucking work. But anyways, I was at our bar, and the place started getting like a really bad smell. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And a couple of my friends that I was with were like, what is going on? And then we started seeing smoke in the distance. So we automatically assumed that I'm just gonna cross, whatever. I automatically assumed that there was a fire or something. And we look outside and the Royal Albion Hotel is literally caught on fire, and it's so windy that it was picking up and picking up and picking up and picking up. And it wouldn't stop. And I mean, for I think a day and a half, the entire building literally burnt down. Like, literally burnt down. It was insane. It was fucking insane, dude. Okay, I'm about to walk past our bar, please. I don't want to recognize anyone. Oh, they're closed. This is perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. God, this construction work is insane. Like, it's just everywhere. I mean, I don't blame them for being closed. There's a fun bar up there called Charles Street Tap. There's also a gay club up there called Legends, which is kind of like strictly for like older gay men, or at least that's the only demographic that goes there. I've had some scary nights in there. But Crush, the girls' crush night, is above there. Goodness, are y'all waiting for me, or what the fuck's going on here? I'm scared to go. Oh, of course. Of course. Of course, the second that I start walking is when the cars go. Were y'all waiting? Seriously, were y'all waiting? That was so fucking embarrassing. I already hate crossing anyways. Okay, Brighton, what is going on? Look at all of this construction. This is so hideous. This is so hideous. And you know the thing about the UK? They'll have it like this for years. Like, they won't do anything more than they have to with it. Like, at this stage, they are just saying that they're working on it, which is perfect. Also, this Sea Life Center right here is just so random. Like, this is so random. I went here once for my friend's birthday, and it was just such a otherworldly experience. Like, it was so unnecessary. And it's just like, it's so big in the city, you know what I mean? Like, it's so ugly. Like, I think they just have like fishes and stuff. I can barely fucking remember. But it's so unnecessary. Knock it down. Seriously, knock it down. Soho House is down there. I like going to Soho House. It's fun. Like, seriously, look at this construction. I haven't been down here in so long. I kind of like actively avoid coming down here because it's kind of not my favorite part of Brighton. I kind of enjoy the lanes and up by Preston Park more, but this is like, we've got to do something about this. Really? Like, this is getting worse and worse and worse. I have no idea what is happening. All the way down here, my old apartment used to be all down there. Because this is the pier right here. The lights are off because it's like nighttime, of course. But like, this is Brighton Pier. This is the beach, you know, fun. They have the lights off. Revenge. It's kind of all we need to know. And then my old apartment was down there, down way, way, way down there. I don't know if you can see the lights out by the ocean. The Marina apartments. I lived in apartment 21 and I lived in apartment 8. They are the 2 apartments I lived in there. Go get them if you want them. They were great. They were great while they were great. But anyways, yeah, they have all the lights turned off this time of year. They don't really keep it open much either. Oh my God, all this construction work down here as well. This looks so different in summer. It really is crazy how, well, I mean, in summer it did look kind of shitty as well. In fairness, like it did kind of look shitty. I mean, this hotel scaffolding as well. This is really crazy. I mean, living in Brighton is really fun, don't get me wrong. But I will say that depending on the time of year, the city is completely different. Like, you think of Brighton, you think of seaside, you think of all of this. But I mean, this is what we're dealing with right now. Oh my God, he nearly knocked him over with the bike. So basically, when I look at this city, I think of it like this. I think Brighton Pier, I think Hove is down there, Brighton Marina is down there, Revenge is right there, our bar is right there, Crushed and Charles Street are right there, and then town is that way. My apartment is that way as well because I live in the city centre. Oh wow, I can't believe that the construction is this intense. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk it? But yeah, in summer, this is gorge. In summer, when all of these are like businesses that are on and they're selling fish and chips right here. Donut factory. I have had the donuts in here. They're really fucking good. I haven't had the ice cream. I haven't had the fish and chips from in here. I've had them from down there, though. I did have a hot dog from right here. Me and my dad got hot dogs from here. I think it was here. Yeah, we did hot dogs. Me and my dad got hot dogs from here. This is my first ever meal in Brighton. Actually, that's not true. It was the second day. But anyways, you get the point. Me and my dad had hot dogs there, and we had a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day until the seagulls took the hot dogs minutes later. And I think that really introduced me to Brighton. I always think back on that weekend whenever my dad moved me out to Brighton. He was so emotional, and like looking back now, I understand like how young I was and the significance of like me moving away from home and stuff like that. But in that moment, I think I underestimated it. Oh my God, this is crazy. This used to be the hotel and it's now knocked down. Goodness me. I can't get over all this. I would love to show you Brighton in summer because, girl, I don't know what they're doing down here. And down here is a club called Chalk. It's open on Mondays, actually. It's open today. It's kind of the best place to be on a Monday. That is one thing I will say, that I have kind of learned the overall nightlife scene in Brighton. If you wanted to go out every night of the week, let me tell you, and this is from someone through and through that knows the Brighton scene. Also, this casino here, I've been once with my friend Rachel and her fiance, and I really hated the experience. It stinks of smoke in there. Oh, you can see some lights on in the pier. That's cute. All right, let's do an ultimate guide. Monday, I'm gonna say that we are going to Chalk, okay? Chalk Mondays, the club that I just talked about. Tuesdays are an iffy one. We'll come back to Tuesday. Wednesdays, we're going to Casablanca's. It's a jazz bar with live music, and it turns into a club with the live performers. Great Wednesday pick. Thursday, we're probably gonna go to Revenge. Fruity Thursdays, my friend Glue runs it. She's an amazing drag queen. It's a great time. I will say that we go less now because it is getting quite studenty at this time of year. Nightlife comes in waves, and specifically at this time of year, you're seeing a lot of students come out. You're seeing a lot of students in January, and then you see a lot of students in like September and stuff for like freshers. So we're in a little bit of a student bubble right now, which is why you kind of avoid some clubs, because let me tell you something, it's not fun to be clubbing with a bunch of literally 18-year-olds. Okay, and then Friday, I mean, the world is our oyster on a Friday. Now, I'm gonna say go to Crushed on Friday. My friends, Neve, Em, and Liv's lesbian club night. It's on the last Friday of every month, I think. But let's say that it's the last Friday of every month in this scenario. So, oh my God, the last time I walked up here, I'm getting memories. Someone died in front of me. I'm literally not kidding. And I put on my close friends and I was like, oh my God, there's like ambulance surrounding this person. Like, I think I literally just saw someone die. And then I wasn't allowed near. They marked it off. It was the Grand Hotel. They marked it all off. And I was like, what the fuck's going on? And then the next day, I get a message from Harry. He saw my private friend story, and he was like, oh my God, look at this news article. And it was like someone died outside of the hotel at this time. And I was like, holy fuck. That was crazy. That was crazy. So I haven't been down here since that moment, actually. Jesus Christ. So we'll do that on a Friday. And then on a Saturday, what are we going to do on a Saturday? The world is my oyster, and I'm the only... On a Saturday, I'm going to say that we're going to go to... Oh, I know for Saturday. We're not going to do clubby on Saturday. On Saturday, we're going to go to Wagon and Horses, which is a wine kind of normal-y bar. It's my favorite bar. Then we're going to go to Mashton, which is a bar directly opposite it, with a very similar vibe, but more focused on like smokers area and like mingling and meeting new people. So we're going to go there. And then we're going to go to Dead Wax Social, which again is kind of this like up-tempo, jazzy kind of bar, club. It's really fun. And then Sunday, I mean, baby, you do not need to go out on a Sunday. Like, I can't even give, actually I can give you one for Sunday. And remember that there's someone walking on the beach. Oh yeah, they're over there. I always get like chilling signs of like footsteps. I will tell you one thing that you can do on a Sunday, and it involves Legends. That gay club for like older men, they do a great Sunday. Like, I'll give them that. They do a great Sunday. But they're expensive drinks. I feel uncomfortable every time I go in there, and it's just not worth it. It just feels so inappropriate whenever I'm there. Like, it really, really, really does. So I wouldn't recommend it, but if you want the best thing to do on a Sunday, other than just go to like a bar, I would say that. Now, in terms of a Tuesday, again, Tuesday used to be a really big night out day for us. But again, that was whenever we were significantly younger and the gay club had a Tuesday night. It was called Propaganda, I think. And then people stopped clubbing. People don't want to club anymore. And they got rid of the night. So now with Tuesdays, I'm kind of lost. Tuesday, you're staying in. Sunday, you're staying in. Also, some lore about these places. Burger King has seen me in some states, girl. This Burger King has seen me in some states. I have ate so much food in these Burger Kings over the years that like it could be classed as like a man versus food challenge. Y'all remember that show? Pizza King, these guys are the real ones. I have ordered huge pizzas from in here. Hi, police. Boo. I've ordered entire pizzas from in here and then they didn't have these seats. These are new. I think they get rid of them at a certain time. I would literally sit on the ground outside, like stuffing my face with pizzas. I've actually done that with like friends before. And then this fish and chip place down here, I ordered a bunch of chips and then I dropped them on the way out. And I felt so bad that I mopped the floor and I didn't get any chips. So that's my little lore with what's going on here. They're also super stingy with the bathroom code, this Burger King. So normally in summer, we'll all be sitting at the beach and then one of us will go to Burger King, order like a drink, get the bathroom code, and then we'll start just airdropping it to everyone on the beach. And then everyone gets to go to the Burger King bathroom. Because isn't that the dream? Come on. Isn't that the dream to go to the Burger King bathroom? I can't wait for summer though, because the beach is just so perfect. You get to bring your dogs, all of your friends come out. Steph brings her little dog. I bring Dolly normally. If I brought Bonnie, Bonnie would eat Steph's little dog, Muffin. Muffin is so cute. We go to Shelter Hall, which is a restaurant-y kind of bar vibe down here, where you can order food to the table. And we bring the dogs there in summer. It's really fun. And yeah, I'm just really excited. There is something emotional every time I kind of like come out late at night and just kind of take in the waves. I really do think back to those first times my mom is gonna hate me again. Moving to Brighton and sitting on the beach and just hearing that noise and being like, when will I make friends? But I did, and thank God. But yeah, it never leaves. It never, ever, ever leaves. And I think about it often because I think it's like this phenomenon of when you're in school as well, you know, wanting to be picked or wanting to make friends. I love this convenience store. I've always felt that in friend groups and whatever, like, am I being a tryhard? Am I actually their friend? Like, what is the situation? What's going on? And I feel that, like in PE as well, like, am I gonna get picked last for the sporting contest or whatever? And then I think back to those first times in Brighton where, again, it was like, am I gonna make friends? Like, but I did, and I'm happy for it. This all looks so beautiful. And again, there's like live performers and stuff that perform here during summer as well, which is so beautiful. I think my mom and dad tried to go to this restaurant and then realized it was all fish, and they don't like fish, and so they didn't go there. Just a little piece of lore. The I-360 here, this big tire thing, it like takes you up and down in these pods, like big grips, to see the sights of Brighton. However, the windows like, oh, no worries. Oh, it's an ambulance. May that person be safe. I think back to whenever, I think it was Neve told me the story of whenever she went on the I-360 as like a class retreat or something, and they were given like unlimited alcohol before it, and then they all went up and they all had to pee. But once you're up there, you have to wait until you come down because there's no bathrooms, but they would serve you alcohol when you're up there. Like, and the windows would steam up and stuff because there's so many people on like a hot summer's day and it would be really hot. Like, it seems like my idea of a nightmare. They've said about getting rid of it so many goddamn times, but I mean, she's still standing. Yeah, it was this hotel that unfortunately I did see someone pass away in front of. God, I forgot about that until this moment. I saw Ollie Murs in there as well. Sorry, that feels very not something you should make the jump between, but I did see Ollie Murs in there, anyone in the UK. And it was a big deal because me and my mum used to go see Ollie Murs in Belfast, my first concerts ever. And he performed in Brighton a couple years ago, and I went by myself and I just relived all those memories of me and my mum when we were younger. Also, look at these little beach huts. These are a big thing in Brighton where people pay to rent them out and they put like beach stuff in here so they can keep their beach stuff down. I mean, I don't see the point in it, but I don't know how expensive it is. It seems very posh and very bougie and very over the top to me. But I mean, they're cute, and they're cute for a photo op. That's what people always do with a photo op. Down here is kind of the more like edgy side, I guess. Like, there's a skate park down there as well. Obviously less construction happening. I can't get over how quiet it is. Like, I truly cannot get over how quiet it is. I'm actually a little bit shocked at that. Okay, I'm walking quite far, so I want to walk back into town for sure. Let me cross over as well. Are those police in that car? Can I just cross? Can I jaywalk? Maybe I'll walk down a little bit. You can't catch me. Also, one of the last times I was walking down here, someone set fireworks off right behind me, and I swear to God, I thought I was getting bombed. I was so scared. These Brighton people keep you on your toes. I'm being a good person and crossing like I should. All right, whatever. Sticking by the rules. Like, the button doesn't even work. I have to put my full nail in there to hit it. Come on. Come on, dude. God, this place would be so beautiful if it didn't just serve fish. I don't know if it just serves fish. I didn't look that much into it. All right, let's cross over. Oh shit, it's green already. Oh my God, and it turns red the second I walk on it. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God, these people have Burger King crowns on. They just went to Burger King. Oh my God, there's construction happening on this street as well. I feel like I'm about to enter a red carpet. What the fuck is going on? We're approaching town now, so it's probably gonna get a little bit more lively. There's clubs over here, bars over here, casino, arcade up there, Weatherspoons here, Weatherspoons over there. There's quite a lot going on in this part, but it's still looking really dead. No one has money, dude. No one has money to go out. A lot of people are still, I mean, it's a little bit busy over there. I don't know what that is, actually. I've never been there before. A lot of people are still doing dry January, dude. That's what it is as well. You know what I mean? I will say that a majority of these places are still closed, though. So I don't blame town for being as quiet as what it is. Oh my god, my friend Am just messaged me, Adam, baby, 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 thank you so much for my champagne and card. I love you, my card and my champagne. Hope she enjoys that champagne. I've never clocked this building before. Why am I just walking in the middle of the road? I guess it's because it's that quiet. Oh my god, this arcade is the shitty one as well. So the arcade is open, but the spins beside is also open. So I guess this is where the lively folk are at tonight. I've only been in the spins once. There's another one in town, and I have been in that one more frequently. This arcade is so shitty and so run down looking. It's unbelievable. I actually can't get over how run down it looks. They're like advertising VR, virtual reality. Is there a fight happening over here? Oh, I think that's someone I know. Goodness me, I need to walk faster now. Jesus Christ. See, this only used to happen whenever I was in Derry, which was like running into people I know. But my God, it happens every time I leave the house now in Brighton, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, I love in here. It's a good shop. I don't like it. I like kind of being a stranger in places. Just walk past a pretty good bar as well. Always great for St. Paddy's Day. It's called Molly Malone's. It's an Irish bar through and through, and it's great. And it's also one of the only places in Brighton that's open until 4 a.m. every day. Yes, you heard that right, every day. I think the only other place that's relatively like that is the strip clubs, which we also frequently go to whenever there's nowhere else to go. Churchill Square, the shopping center, is up there. Wow, town is quiet. Over here was where Ollie, the preacher, used to preach whenever he would do his religious preaching, but then he gave up on that. Oh my God, town is so quiet. I can't believe it. No one out at bars, no one out at restaurants. Girl, everyone's home. I mean, fair enough. I mean, it like totally makes sense for people to not be out right now. I will say though, it's not that cold. It's not that cold. This Popeyes is new. By the way, this is like our Sephora. This like Boots is like our Sephora. Come on, Lionel Richie. I don't know who that is. Wow, all these places are open and they have no customers in them. Wow. I always like walking past shops and looking at the workers and being like, who's trade and who's not. Do you understand what I mean? Do you understand where I'm coming from? I also sometimes walk past like these Uber Eats delivery motorbikes, and I sometimes just wonder if I was to jump on it and drive, what would happen? Would I get away with that? And how far would I be able to go? I've walked up and down, this is called North Street, so many times, like over my life. It's unbelievable. I remember whenever I used to live at the marina, as I was telling you about earlier, and I used to come to the gym, I was so stupid that I didn't realize that there was a gym right beside my apartment until maybe like 2 months before I moved out, and it was a nice gym. Anyone in the UK, it was at David Lloyd's. It was nice as hell. I signed up for my last 2 months, and then I moved to America, and the app didn't work in America, so I was forced to stay in my contract for like a year, and it was expensive. But I gymmed in Central Town, and I would get the bus in from the marina, or I would walk in from the marina, and I would walk home. So I would gym, but I would always take like 30 minutes off my treadmill time, knowing that I wanted to walk home. So I was still doing the same amount of effort. It was fun. This gives me hope. This is a group of people going out. Come on, people are still young, they're still free. God, me and my friends would be terrorizing these streets if we were any younger, truly. Okay, hi everyone. We are about to do something that is really, really, really fun. So it is currently like 11 p.m. The door has just rang and my ASOS delivery just got here. I ordered a bunch of clothes for Japan and I want to try them on, kind of see what I like, what I don't like, what the vibe is, if anything's giving. I also ordered like a bunch of different sizes, so I don't know if these things are going to fit me. I don't know if they're not. However, ASOS does next day delivery. I normally like ordering from them, and I think that like if something has gone so wrong and I have no options here, I'm not lost and I can still order more stuff. I don't know if you remember, but recently I talked about the fact that since probably a year now, yeah, it's been a year, January of last year, whenever I moved out of my Brighton apartment and moved to America for that little bit, I made a conscious decision to downsize on the stuff that I have, specifically clothing and specifically spending on clothing. And I talked about this a lot, but since January of last year, I've kind of had like outfits like that I wear every single day rather than trying to like spice it up or anything. Like I wear a black tank top and jeans, a white tank top and jeans, or maybe spice it up with a gray tank top and jeans. Like I wear this and I get maybe a new hoodie every couple months and I like wear the fuck out of it. Like I just stopped buying clothes because I was so wasteful with clothes. Honestly, I'm gonna take everything out of the bag. I was so wasteful with clothes to an unbelievable amount, specifically during lockdown, and I don't like to admit it. I really don't like to admit it, but, you know, my SHEIN shopping during 2020 was, like, unbelievable. Like, when I go back to my parents' house, they say, you know, Adam, you need to go through the attic. There's boxes of clothes up there that you left when you moved to Brighton. And I'm like, I know exactly that they all have SHEIN, like, on them. And I don't want to throw them away or I don't want to add to the waste, so I'm like, I guess I'm just fucking stuck with them. So they're all in my, you know, parents' house, but I used to spend so much money as well, rather than just unnecessary stuff. And I don't know what it was. I really don't know what it was. Like, I'm like, why did I spend that much money on clothes? Why was I constantly feeling the need to wear new things? Like, what was it? Was I insecure, or was it just me being younger? Or I struggle with that one. I do. Because it's just so wasteful. It really is so wasteful. But the only occasions that I order new clothes are if I'm going on a long trip or if I really need a replacement of tank tops or something like that. Truly. So I haven't ordered clothes now since maybe summer, maybe June, May or June. Like, I haven't done an online clothes order, and I actively haven't, like, gone out of my way to buy new pieces. If I like a hoodie somewhere, you know, I'll be like, right, I'll get that. And I just, like, decluttered a lot. But I haven't ordered clothes like this in a long time, so I'm really excited to dive in. So I focused very heavily on sweaters and knitwear. I don't know, there's something about online shopping, specifically when it comes to clothing, that I really don't have the patience for. Like, I wish there was just a bunch of curated things that I like, and the algorithms don't work like that I could just go through, but it doesn't work like that. So I'm scrolling through shit before I find things that I like, and then by the time I find things I like, I'm just kind of, you know, bored of it. So I got a lot of safe options, like sweater. Oh, this feels lovely. Oh, this feels lovely. Okay, so I think that these are oversized ones, and this is a medium, but it's really oversized. Like, this is really oversized. Oh, I like this. It's blue. It's like a light blue pastel. I want to try this on, actually. Oh, this is, like, thick and warm. No, I've spent my time trying to, like, figure out or emulate what, like, I would look like in, like, Japanese style, you know, with, like, what the Tokyo style is, or the Osaka style. Dude, I don't want to play that game. I don't want to play that game. These people that fucking travel to or live in these parts of Japan, these big cities, fuck, they know how to style things. Fuck, they know how to, like, layer. Layering. These people layer. I don't have the energy for layering. Okay, I like this. It's very casual. Very daytime wear. Very daytime wear. I love it. I really like this. Yeah, this is great. I love this a lot. I want to take photos in the mirror as I go. I don't know if anyone does or doesn't do this. I really recommend. Hold on. But when you're trying things on, take photos of them, each individual piece, put them in an album in your phone, and then you can see the pieces when you arrive at your place that you need these outfits for. Or you just don't want to go through your wardrobe. Oh, I need to take this off. But I love it. I love the fit. Everything's great. If anyone wants this, it's from ASOS. This is not sponsored, but I'm just telling you where I got it from. It's very, very, very cozy. I feel like it's going to be one of those things, though, that I need to wear a shirt under it. Well, I am, because it's going to be cold anyways. But because it's kind of staticky. Alright, you are getting a yay You're getting a yay. So our yay pile... Oh, wait, that sounds like Kanye West. You're getting a yes. All right, moving on to the next thing. I think this might be a cardigan. Let's see. Oh, no, this is another sweater. Okay, I ordered a lot of the same sweaters in different colors, I'm pretty sure, because I think this is the same, but in a gray. And I love this even more. I actually prefer this. This is so chic. This is so chic. Come on. No. You don't understand. This is so chic. I think this is this is different. Sorry, this is different. This is a different material than the other one, but very similar. I think a lot of things I got maybe are a little bit... Oh, this is chic already. I love it. I can see in the viewfinder. What do you think? Because, oh no, I love this. The bagginess of it. I love the bagginess in the arms. I love when something has, like, really baggy arms as well as really baggy here in it. I just think, like, this pose looks cool. You know what I mean? Like, your arms. Because everything's baggy. I love it. Yeah, this is great. Love the color. Love the fit. I'm so glad I got a medium because sometimes ASOS really screw you over with these oversizings. Sometimes they aren't oversized at all and sometimes they are. Alright, I love this. This one's my favorite. I feel like I'm going to wear this multiple days right there because this is so chic. This is getting a yes. This is getting a yes. No, I love it. Alright, great. So, I look at this now as 2 days. So basically, I have 2 days worth of outfits. Trousers are a thing I'll get to at another stage. Okay, you get a yes. But that's 2 days worth of outfits, right? So that's how I mentally go for this. Okay, this is a bright color screaming out at me. This is a really bright color screaming out at me. Whoa, what are you? What are you? Are you a McDonald's workers thing? Is that yellow? Hold on, let me look in the light. Oh no, it's white and brown. Oh, it looks completely different in... I don't know how I feel about this. I know this is supposed to be a cardigan, so let's... Huh. You know, I do remember seeing this on the model. And this is the problem whenever the models of these websites are significantly more attractive than you are. I remember being like, wow, that's really cool. But then it's a big thing in how they pose as well. I'm unsure of this one. That's a little bit disappointing because I do remember loving it. Well, I mean, this is kind of chic. You know what I mean? Like this, like, ugh, whatever, I threw it on. You know what I mean? I think, like, wait. Like, this is even chic. And I'm being so serious. Is this not, like... This is more chic than fucking nerd over here, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like a fucking, like a teacher bent over about to check your homework when I'm like this with this posture. But if I'm like this, right? Why do I only like it when it's like hanging off my shoulder? Like, genuinely, why do I only like it when it's hanging off my shoulder? Okay, that's kind of cool as well. That's kind of cool. I like that. And again, with the, like, bagginess here, I like when there's bagginess here. You're gonna think it's ridiculous, but, like, I kind of see the vision. Wait, honestly, does anyone else see the vision? You have to. You have to. What does it look like from the back? It's, like, slouchy, but, like, whatever. See, this I just think is, like, a personality. This, I mean, you can't say that this is worse than this. Because I feel like this has so much personality. And again, this full, like, oh, and then it can be my personality trait of the day. You know what I mean? See, I like it when it's like this. You guys are going to have to tell me your thoughts. And I'm not that restricted like this. You know what I mean? What do you think? Like this? Like this? Like that? What the fuck does that look like? Do not even say that. Or like this, like slouchy. Or should we chop it? I don't know. Oh, hello. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm gonna put it in the yes, just because I don't want to waste it for now. And also I want to watch the footage back of how that slouch, you know, looks. Because I feel like it could really have potential. You have to think, so many of the locals out there are, like, genuinely cool. Like, they're very cool. Like, they set the trends, like, they are cool, you know? Alright, we have another jumper. Okay, this is a similar design jumper. Oh, come on, paper. And it's this, like, oh, it's a different one because it has a V. Ooh, I do not like those necks. I do not like those necks. I really don't like necks that go like this. And I don't like ones that go deeper. I don't want, oh, no. I hate necks like this, dude. Oh, I don't know why I ordered this. I hate those necks. Do the other ones have that as well? Maybe it's not too bad. I just think it's, like, dorky looking. I don't know. Anyways, this is very comfortable. I think the other ones must have had that as well. I don't know why I didn't notice it. See, and then I get annoyed because all day I want the white ratio of shirt to show. You know, and you'll never get it correctly, and then it looks kind of weird. Alright. You know what? It'll do. I love it. Whatever. I'm just a little bit annoyed at how, like, kind of this obvious white shirt under, because I would wear a white shirt under. Maybe the other ones had this neck too. I think so. I don't remember them having it. I just really don't like that neck on things. But you know what? We're going to give it a yay because it's a beautiful color. I love this color. And it feels amazing. So, because you're getting a yay, that means... that means that you are going to be giving us 4 days worth of outfits. Okay, the next one... Oh! What is going on here? What is going on here? There is a lot going on. Oh, there's paper. It's an experience. Oh. Okay. Okay. I ordered this. Why did I order this? This is interesting. This is not what I would have expected that I would have ordered. Maybe it's cute on. Hold on. Maybe I saw a vision with the model. It just doesn't seem like something I would order. Alright. I kind of hate it. I think it's, like, really unflattering. I don't know what about it is unflattering. Because so many of the other things have been so similar. But for some reason, I feel like because this material is so, like, it's kind of, like, making me incredibly boxy. Or am I overthinking it? I kind of like the neck on this one with the white shirt, though. But what do we think? Is this is the only one I'm not going to put in the yes pile? Because I kind of want your opinion. Is it bad? See how every time now I'm like, does that make it cooler? Does this make it, unironically, does this make it cooler? Hold on. I do think that this makes the outfit cooler. I'm sorry. With, like, trousers and just kind of sunglasses, looking chill. Like, I think this is dope. Actually, no, I don't. Okay, I don't like this one, and it is not going in the yas pile. It'll go over there, and I will think about you. Let's move on to this very puffy situation. I don't understand what is... Oh, it's fuzzy. Goodness me. Alright, what are you? Oh. You're a pastel pink. You are another one of these sweaters. Ironically, I'm not obsessed with your color. I love the sweater because it's the exact same one I think as the blue. I think that's why it's a pastel pink. But I'm not obsessed with it. No, I'm not obsessed with it. I don't like the color. That one is, I don't think, for me. I'm probably still going to bring it, but it's not for me. I don't like that color. Alright, let's see what this one's giving. Ooh, a complete switch up. Still ooh, I kind of like this. Little sweater. Or a little cardigan, I guess. I kind of like this. It's so different than the other ones as well, the green. This is giving very Irish to me. I want to wear this at St. Paddy's Day. Is that soon? March. Yeah, I like this. I really like this. Do you know what I love about this? This is so daytime wear, but this is so nighttime wear as well. You can really switch it up. Oh, and it's so cozy. I love this. This is my favorite. Yeah, this is my favorite so far. I love it. I love everything about it. I think it's fun. I love the color. It's like deep, it's dark. I love it. And it's very Irishy to me. It's very Irish old man to me, and I live for that aesthetic of like old Irish man. Love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah. This one is going in the ass pile, and I think I would wear this night one. Drinks at the hotel bar. I need to buy an outfit for the Lady Gaga concert. We need to work on that. Yeah, I might wear this the first night. Hotel bar, exploring the gay district. I have a full plan. This is going in the ass pile. My camera battery is about to die, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and old Irish grandpa is going in our yas pile. So I think that's 5 outfits left. We have some trouser situations going on, and we have one last jumper. So let's get to our one last jumper. I definitely think I might need to order more or go shopping IRL. The problem is I really hate going clothes shopping IRL. I feel like I never find anything. It feels overwhelming. I don't want to try anything on. I don't think I've ever tried anything on in the last couple of years because I don't go shopping. Okay, this is a black. Oh, this is the exact same jumper as one of the other ones, but in black. I know that I'm gonna love this. Again, this is great for daytime wear. This is really great for nighttime wear because it's gonna be cold, but the dark colors and the dark like sweater really give it that kind of nighttime wear. Yeah, I like this. It's great. And again, it's like I feel like I'm gonna wear this a lot of days. It's just very casual, but it can be a little bit more sophisticated. Maybe I'll wear this the first night. I don't know. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, now the other things. So this is going in our yay pile. So we're there for like 14 days. And we have about 6 outfits so far. Now the rest of these things are trousers, jeans, etc. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I ordered 2 new denim jeans in hopes that one of them is going to fit perfectly, or hopefully both of them fit moderately. Some black trousers that I'm scared aren't going to fit, and then 2 white trousers because for some reason they were doing half of the white trousers in like small, medium, large, and then the other half in exact sizes. So first things first, I'm going to try the denim jeans because these are the things that when you get a pair of denim jeans and they fit and they look good, it is the best thing. I wore these denim jeans on the Chronically Online tour that I got from Bershka and I can't find them anymore, and my pair literally don't fit me anymore because there's so much damage done to them just from like overwashing and stuff that truly they made me look so tea. And people were complimenting me on it, and I'll never find them again. And I've never found a pair of jeans that has, like, me like that. So, let's try these. I feel like this already isn't going to fit my waist, because for some reason, it looks weirdly small, and also the material is, for some reason, so fucking cheap. What the hell? The material is so cheap and so thin. Can you see that? I've never seen denim jeans so... Oh, alright, no worries. Okay, so here's the jeans on. They do fit, and I actually really do like them. They're very, very, very simple. They're a perfect length. They're very thin, like they're very thin material. I like them. I don't know like if they're flattering or if they're not, but they feel good. They feel, yeah, I like it. They show that I have no real ass at the moment, but it's okay. I like them. They're comfortable and they're a great length. Normally, so many of the jeans I order, I have to cut the length myself, which I think I'm going to have to do with the second ones. But I like these. Oh, I forgot to take photos of me in the rest of the outfits. But I like these. Yeah, this is great. Alright, on to the next pair of jeans. Okay, I am so happy because the other jeans as well fit me perfectly and are like a perfect length. This never happens. These ones are a lot more thick. They're like a... I don't know what this kind of material is called, I forget. But they're more heavy. I feel like they're going to keep me more warm. And they're kind of great. They're kind of making me look great right now. Yeah, I love it. So both sets of my jeans were successful. Do you know how rare that is? Thank God, because I think we're going to move on to a little bit of a mess with the trousers, not the jeans situation. But I'm very happy. I'm actually going to start wearing these immediately. Oh my God, thank God I got the right size. Fun fact about me, I have had these exact same pairs of trousers genuinely about 10 times because I keep breaking them, I keep ruining them. These are the black trousers that I have gone back to for every single outfit with black trousers since about 2021 from ASOS. These like dressy black trousers. They're not even anything special, but you know what? They just feel good. There's a good length on them. They're flowy as well. I like the kind of pull-in that they do. They're just very comfortable, and they are the right size. The last time I ordered the wrong size, and there was no refunds. No worries. Okay, we have 2 white trousers. I just cannot believe that these have the potential to both be good, and this mean that every single piece of trousers or pants that I put on fit me. That never happens. Do you know if I had just ordered 1 pair of jeans, it would have been the wrong fit? The options, mama. Okay, we're gonna try these flowy white ones on first. And again, these were the most popular white... Oh, these feel horrible. Oh, can you hear that material? These feel like the things that I would buy from SHEIN. I mean, they're very thin. They're very thin. And that waist looks very unforgiving. I don't know how I feel about these. It feels like silicone. But let me try them on. Okay, thank God these are elastic and you can pull them because I would not fit into them otherwise. They are a size below. Okay, these are so thin and kind of ridiculous looking considering I'm wearing black boxers. So I would need to wear white boxers. I don't love these. I think the pocket situation looks weird. Why is it so see-through? This does not need to be this see-through. I mean, they're a good fit. I like how they fit, and they're a great length as well, so I guess we wanted that. But, like, here see-through, here see-through. I can literally see my whole ass right now. Dude, that is unbelievable. Oh my God. Yeah, these are no. These are a no. This is, I mean, maybe if I'm going to the fucking gay club or something, this is outrageous. That's outrageous. Oh my God. These are horrible. Oh, these have to go. These are a chop. I don't know how I feel about these. We've gone from something so like beachy vibes to these literally feel like I'm going to my first communion or something like that. Oh, these are a tight fit. I just squeeze in there. All right, you know what? They fit good. They're flowy. They're a good length. I'm gonna take them. They are gonna be my white trousers of the trip. So basically what I do is I bring a pair of jeans, pair of white trousers, pair of black trousers, and then I just rotate the outfits. I do that every single trip. I don't go any further than that. I like these though, so again, we have mostly success. I can't get over those other white trousers. I think that is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, thank you for trying these things on. Like, could you imagine, wait, like this. Like first night at the hotel bar. Oh wait. Where the hell is the armhole? Hello? Hold on. There. Like this. At the hotel bar. Or even the all black. Chic. Chic. So I'm excited, and thank you for helping me try these things on. Actually, you didn't help me try them on, you watched. That would be weird, actually. Okay, hello everyone. Oh, hi, Woody. It is now 2 a.m., and I have made myself a lovely little tea, which I can't wait to see how long it is before either Dolly's hair or a Woody hair gets into that. Do you want to come up? Hello. It might be a Dolly hair. Anyways, hello. It's 2 a.m., I kind of spent the rest of the day editing and working and kind of figuring out last minute bits again for this week in Japan, and it's going really well. Again, I'm really excited for Japan this time because it feels like I'm really prepared for it, like really prepared for it. I'm super stoked. I really am. You good, buddy? She's huffing and puffing over there. I was thinking whenever she and I were out earlier about whenever I used to walk her when she was a pup, like she couldn't she couldn't walk without taking her eyes off of me, and it was only a thing that she learned in recent years to pay attention to where she was walking in front of, because when I would walk her as a pup, she would just stare at me the entire time, and then she would walk into things or she would fall over, and it was unproductive. Also, I'm so excited. She's getting her hair cut on Wednesday, which is so needed. It's so needed. It's so overgrown right now. Again, she was supposed to get it done ages ago. Hi, honey. Are you good? You good? Are you good? Are you good? Are you good? So anyways, yeah, I often think back of them as pups, and I remember whenever Dolly and Bonnie were getting introduced to each other for the first time, and Bonnie was taking no shit. Bonnie was taking no shit from Dolly. And you know what's so funny? Dolly and Bonnie were the same size whenever I first got Dolly, and Bonnie still took no shit. And it was such an interesting... I don't want your hair getting in the tea. Come on. Girl, that was not an invitation just for... That's cheating. That's so funny that you did that. That's so funny that you did that. The introduction and introducing of both of them was definitely intense. But now they are, like attached at the hip, which is, really great and really sweet. But yeah, that has been the day. Also, one weird random other thing that has like popped into my mind tonight is like fandom culture and Twitter and stuff like that. I don't know why I've been thinking about it recently, but maybe it's the rise of like the 2016 content that everyone is like talking about and stuff, that I'm like thinking back to my days on Twitter. But I keep thinking that like there was a time whenever like my biggest thing for the day was like creating an edit of Selena Gomez. Like there was a time in my life where I was fully consumed by like a Facebook page I had for Miss Piggy. Like it's crazy to me that like that, that was the priority of, my life back then, and I was thinking about it. I ran this Selena Gomez Facebook fan page, don't wear it out, and it was very successful. And I will never say the name of it to this day because it was so successful that like I don't want people to go through the posts, because I don't want to delete the posts because they all, it was like such a engaged community, if you will. My Selena Gomez fan page. Now, I was obviously the admin and the creator of these pages, and then over time I would engage with the other Selena Gomez fans. And keep in mind, at this time I'm like maybe 8 years old, 9 years old. I would engage with these other Selena Gomez fans, and then some people would say that they really love the page, and then they would join the moderation team. I would bring them on as moderators, and then we built this amazing mod team. Like, we were a bunch of genuinely like 8 to 10-year-olds, and we would talk about Selena Gomez. We ran this Facebook page like the Navy and stuff, and then one fucking day, I wake up, and you cannot understand how much this Facebook page meant to me. Like, this was my entire world. Truly, I told everyone in my IRL life about it. My primary school teacher knew about it, like the principal knew about it, like the priest knew about it, everybody knew about it. This was like a big deal to me because it was a successful page. But anyways, aside from that point, I just remember that one day I log on to Facebook and it goes, Woody, hey, I wouldn't think about jumping up there. No, don't jump up there. Hey, no, oh my God, he's a little bitch. He's a little bitch. He's trying to get the kitchen roll because he keeps shredding my kitchen roll. No, oh my God, you little bitch. That is exactly what he's doing. No, you are not allowed this kitchen roll. I'm moving it further back now. You're not sly in the slightest. So I log on to Facebook this day, and it goes, you've been logged out of, and then the name of this Selena Gomez fan page. And I was like, what? It really quickly dawned on me that one of my mods had sold me out. So a couple of my mods got like advanced to like mega mod, and they could mod other people. And they added this mod, and that mod ended up changing the password and immediately kicking everyone out of the page except for him. And he then continued to run the Selena page for a bit, pretending to be us, and then gave up on the page. And I never got it back. I was threatening the police, I was threatening fucking everything. I was shattered. Like, shattered. Like, this fan page to me, when we would go on holidays to Spain, the hotels wouldn't have Wi-Fi. Literally, they wouldn't have Wi-Fi. They would have communal, huge computers in designated computer rooms in the hotel reception, most likely, that you had to pay per hour, per minute, whatever, to use. And that was your only access to the Wi-Fi. I don't know how we did it. Goodness me. But anyways, I think back to those times and I remember that I would literally be given money from my grandparents for this holiday for me to get food, me to buy toys I liked, whatever. I would spend that money that my relatives would give me on access to the computer so that I could post on my Selena Gomez fan page, because normally we would go on holiday around the time that Selena Gomez's birthday was, and that would be a big week in Selena Gomez fan page, you know what I mean? So it was always devastating whenever I wasn't able to be on the computer for her birth week. But sometimes I would, and I would pay. I remember specifically when I was in Turkey, I paid access to literally live post at her at the Teen Choice Awards, I think 2012, and they sing happy birthday to her or something like that. Like, it's so embarrassing. Like, I am a fan down. Like, I am a fan down. You know what I mean? Like, I love stan culture. I will never get enough of stan culture. Like, people ask about my tattoos being of music and stuff like this. I am such a fan, dude. Like, I love music. I love different things. It really is. I just did my fan page lore, and that Miss Piggy one, dude. If I knew back then that I would have that 2000s porcelain limited edition Franklin doll of Miss Piggy, which is very limited, that I would own one, get out of here. And it's the background of my videos now. I would roleplay as Miss Piggy. I don't know what the approach was, if I'm being honest. Let me see if this tea is too hot still to drink. Hold on. It's a little bit hot. I don't understand my approach necessarily, because with the Selena Gomez one, we would do posts and we would like sign off as to which admin or moderator it was, and we all had like our different names that we would use in relation. Are we good? There's a lot of tension going on over here. Did you hear the sigh that Bonnie just let out when I tell her off? Naughty, naughty girl. Naughty, naughty girl. Naughty, naughty, naughty girl. I just think back to those times. I do. I loved a fan page. I loved being in like a standom. I loved being in a fandom. I also loved fandom wars. I loved that like different fandoms didn't like different fandoms, and I liked that different fandoms liked certain ones as well. You know, like Selenators, Selena Gomez fans like Taylornators, Swifties. So they would, you know, join up in fights against other, like the Selenators would be fighting with the Beliebers. And then the Taylor Swifties would fight the Beliebers as well. And then the One Direction fans, the Directioners would come in. And then you would have the Katy Cats are kind of like uninvolved. Like the Navy, Rihanna's one as well. Like the Beehive, like it'd be so crazy. It's like a hierarchy and different connections and different rivalries and whatever, and you've got to keep up to date with it. You've got to keep up with the lore. The reason that I am so pop culturally trained in my mind now, I don't know why I'm like flying an airplane, is because I spent so many years on the daily grind of pop culture fandom, and I'm so glad that I lived those years. I'm so glad. Oh my god, I'm just like, I couldn't be happier, you know what I mean? I think I'm so the person who, you know, people are like, oh, I wish I grew up at a different time period. No, I'm so happy that I grew up in the time period of creating fan pages and being in Stan Twitter. Truly, if you didn't grow up on Stan Twitter, if you have no experience in it, even though I have bad experiences because it, it was so formative, and the people that I know that grew up on Stan Twitter are some of the funniest people ever, because we have seen shit. We have seen the nastiest things said about people. We have seen the most horrific rumors spread about people, and that's why we've just been through it all, and we're here for it all, you know? What is your opinion of that? You're getting so big. Also, it's so crazy. I feel like every vlog now, like I'm implementing something that people are telling me to do about Woody. I was told in the comments to sign up for a food subscription, like a really good, like human food, like whatever, blah, 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 buzzword, about cat food on a subscription where it's like premium food and they give you a certain amount a month or whatever. People were telling me to sign up to this specific one. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I think it begins with "un" or something like that. Untamed, maybe? Untamed? I don't know. Maybe I just made that up. I don't know. Fact check me if you want. I signed up to it because so many people were commenting about their cats being on it, and he is now starting the 7-day trial in a couple days when it arrives, and then we're just gonna keep the monthly subscription. So again, you're now gonna be getting premium, and I saw the kind of stuff, by the way, that was on the menu. Where's my phone? I think my phone is... Oh, my phone's here. Let me read you out the kind of food that's coming in his trial one. This is just what's coming in his trial one. So you're getting 2 ocean fresh fish in gravy, 2 chicken breasts with ham in gravy. You'd love that. Now, 2 shrimp topped tuna in gravy. Remember you were trying to eat shrimp and I forgot to like cut it up for you and you couldn't eat it and you were getting really frustrated and I was like, oh, you're being so picky. Sorry, my bad. However, 2 of the food... Why do you look so pissed at me right now? Why do you look like you want to start a fight? Wait, why does he look like he wants to square up? But anyways, you're going to get 2 shrimp topped tuna in gravy. In gravy. 2 chicken breast in gravy. 2 wild tuna in gravy. And 2 wild tuna with, can you believe this? Salmon. Salmon in gravy. Can you believe? And that's just in the 7-day free trial. This isn't even a sponsored ad read. Could you imagine? I could have such good sponsors and have such natural segues if they just gave me a chance. This would be a perfect one. How do you feel about all that food? Do you know I had to do a questionnaire putting how old you were, what kind of things you like to eat, what things you don't, but you hadn't tried most of the things, so I just said that you'll eat anything, and I guess we'll find out. And to show how easily influenced my family are, I messaged... You don't know my brother Josh, so I don't even know why I'm bothering. You do, you don't. I put in my family WhatsApp, just did this for Woody, and the responses are like, oh my god, not another thing within the next 24 hours that you've implemented because of Woody. They're like, figure out some things for the girls, and I'm like, fair enough. I said about the food, and then my brother was like, send me the info, because we have a family cat, Luna. She's a beautiful little black kitty. She's so petite, she's so tiny. She was the little runt of the litter, and he ended up signing up and getting the 7-day free trial for her, and he's going to keep that going as well. So we hope you like it. I still have not gone to the grocery. Oh, you missed the drama this morning. Oh, the drama, Woody. They missed your attitude this morning, Mister. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Do you want to hear this bullshit that I put up with? So, oh yeah, I'm gonna talk shit. Yeah, square up. Yeah, I thought so. I wake up this morning to the sound of the tap on. Woody has turned the tap on. Okay? I've only been awake for like an hour, so that's fine. I wake up and I start my day. Now, I'm on an all-nighter, basically, and I'm trying to just get through my routine and figure out what I need to do for the day. And this motherfucker is screaming. Like, absolutely screaming. I'm not talking meowing. Meowing. Like he is being hurt. Like he is being deprived of every resource ever. Like, this is his final battle cry. And he wouldn't stop. Like an alarm. It was so humiliating because I knew that my neighbors would be able to hear, And it sounds like something horrific is going on in here. Because I didn't immediately step into the kitchen and make his food. Oh, I'm sorry, turning the tap on was signing off. Fuming. So then I'm like, fine. Pull out the bowl, put the water in, put the dry food in, because I'm like dampening down his dry food to kind of make this food go longer. Excuse me, rude. And then I went to put his wet food in. That's when he goes crazy. You've seen it before. There's no wet food left. Oh, this is a problem for Woody because I don't want to go to the shop right now. So I ended up putting more dry food in water, creating this like mush down paste with that. And then I had a bunch of like salmon and chicken paste in the fridge. And I put some of that in there. Made this slimy concoction. He's never been happier. But I do need to go and get wet food tomorrow, because if you do that, if you pull that shit again tomorrow, we don't have wet food for you, you know what I mean? Then what are you gonna do? Trust the things I put up with. I am talking about you. Trust. Everyone's being cute right now. Bonnie, uninvolved as ever. Over there. So are you posing for us right now? What's going on here? Are you comfortable? Rage bait. Got your tummy. Rage bait. Oh, he's fuming. You're fuming. That's for my wake-up call today. He's being so dramatic right now. That was so... Oh, the loaf is really cute. Okay, you scratched me a little bit, but that's okay. I'm gonna love and leave all of you. I have to wake up for my nail appointment tomorrow. Please, if you're seeing this in the next few hours of me uploading this, what should I get done? What kind of screams Japan? What's kind of cute? What's casual? What's chic? What's chic? Please tell me. I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.